Hey guys, it's May 13th and lucky day 13 of filming. We're out gathering up shit for the garden, and crikey, look at the size of that moose poo. He must be a big fella. Yeah, hey guys. So like I say, we're over here making a garden on our land. This is our first year gardening over here. I don't live on this property, so we have wild animals to contend with. Because of that, we decided that we're only probably going to plant potatoes, and yesterday what we were planting were these Jerusalem artichoke. So we're hoping to get a crop of both of those over here this year. Now, our soil is not all that rich, and so that's why we're out gathering up moose poop. I thought we may need a layer maybe of something for nutrient down underneath this straw that we put here. So what we started with was using the pickaxe and the shovel and whatnot. We broke up an area of land for a garden. We then laid down a layer of moose poop, all that I could find yesterday, and then we planted our Jerusalem artichoke. You can see these are already starting to bloom here, or sprout, and then we laid down about 12 inches of straw over top of them. So I'll show you here. This was the garden that we built yesterday. It's about 12 feet by 6 feet. This is what it looks like to start with. So we have a big effort ahead of us to try to reclaim these wood sort of areas and make it into garden. Now, I'd have an easier time if I worked over here off of the field that we have, but this is the last of the pasture land that we have here. And so I didn't want to spoil this in case we have livestock sometime down the road. This was a homestead, probably going back 100 years, but obviously not a successful homestead. And we have our work cut out for us to reclaim this land. So today I'm going to be working in this area over here to clear up all of this brush, dig it out with the pickaxe, lay down some more moose poop, plant some more of this, the remainder of my Jerusalem artichoke, and then lay down a layer of straw over top of it. All right. So that's our bucket of artichoke there. This here is our lovely bag of moose poo. Now, I decided to go with this because I don't really have a vehicle or the means to get manure out here from a farm. And where moose are a herbivore, I figured this wouldn't be a problem to grow our stuff out of this. I don't think we have to worry about salmonella and whatnot. And it probably is fairly nutrient rich, although I've never heard of anyone using it in their garden. We're pulling a bit of an experiment this year between using the moose poop and with the hay. That came off of my friend Dana and Adam Barry's farm. I want to give a shout out to them to thank them for the hay and for the Jerusalem artichoke, as well as the advice on this. So we're going to try also blending a method of Ruth Stout gardening, potato gardening, by growing our stuff out of hay instead of putting it all down in the soil for this year, because it's going to be a lot easier than me having to do hugelkultur over here, digging up a big hole and burying wood and so forth. And for this year we just wanted to get something in the ground. We're kind of on time constraints, and so I decided to try both the artichoke and the potato over here using this Ruth Stout method of hay and using some moose poop for compost. And we'll see how this goes as the summer progresses. Okay, so I got up some of the larger wood off the ground here. The next thing I'm going to do is take my bush cutters and cut down some of the wood that's in here to get this out of our way. I don't mind cutting this stuff because it's birch, and mostly. And if it were alders, I'd leave them because alders fix nitrogen. So anywhere I find a clump of alders over here on the property, I've been leaving that alone in order to try to help build the soil quality. But anything else over here is expendable at this point in order that we can produce our food. So I'm going to go around through this little area where I'm going to reclaim. I'll cut this stuff down with these cutters, and then I've got the hard job with the pickaxe to try to get this ground broken up.